video, I'm gonna replace the fluorescent light bulb tubes with some LED strips. As you can see, I have ballasts failing in two back there. I got another one behind the camera. The one above the camera is kind of intermittent. It's either sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, which is why I think it's all the ballast failing, because you can mix and match tubes and it really doesn't seem to matter. So we're just going to eliminate the ballast altogether and switch over to LEDs. So I started with pulling the covers and the ballast out, and then pulling all the wires I could. I was trying to plan how to reuse a lot of the wires, but eliminating any of the back connections that were already in there. I had gone and grabbed some 14 gauge house wire that I had, but turns out that I really didn't actually need it after I figured out how to do this the right way. It's a little preemptive in putting these covers back on. Right about now, I started thinking about it and thought that maybe I had something wrong. And then I had to double check what I was doing. It turns out the way I had planned on wiring it wouldn't have turned either bulb on because it wasn't actually making the circuit the way it was supposed to. So back apart it comes, and then back apart it comes, and I decided to rewire it so that we're going to have each bulb powered separately. That way if any one spot fails, it'll only be a single bulb that doesn't turn on. Alright, well clearly I wired it wrong the first time, which is why you saw me redoing it. It's actually a lot simpler this way, which is good. You don't have to have extra wires and stuff spaced out. Of course, I just got a bulk box that didn't have any directions, but between the full wiring instructions on the ballast, and there is some wiring instructions right here on the LED, and clearly we got it to work, so it's actually a lot simpler. So I'm using these Lego clamps instead of wire nuts. I don't know, I had a coworker tell me about these things just a couple weeks ago, so I figured I'd give them a try. They're actually super easy to use. And I like them because they actually positively clamp each wire. But anyway, so the ballast was here in the middle, and it had the red, blue, and then coming off of this side we had the white and the black coming out of the line in. And one goes in, if you can see that. So you can see there's two white wires back there. So one was the line in, and then this one was coming out and then going to the ballast, and then same thing with the black. You had one in, one out to the ballast, and then the blacks were associated with blue and the whites with the red. Well, we just need a connection from one side to the other. So I got a white and a black here hooked up now, and that's the power in to each one. And then I had clipped the main line here and pulled out the black wire. So basically I'm feeding white on that side, and I'm pulling the black off of this side. So now we're making a circuit, and it's just kind of splitting to hit both tubes, and then it's both tubes back into one here.
Yeah,
So I'm pretty sure that things like this are not exactly helping the situation. And the good news is we'll be able to eliminate quite a bit of what's going on here. Now for a little clearer view on what I was talking about earlier. So in order to hook up these LEDs, we've got that line is coming in, so that's the supply to the other light that I already swapped. And the other wires there are hooked into the supply to this one, and the third wire is supplying this light. So we're actually going to be pulling the white there and taking the black that's hooked into part of this light and tying it in with the whites. That way we're applying power to this side on both. And then over here we have the blue and the red, and that will be tied back into the black power wire, completing our circuit across the whole thing. And then that ballast will get removed from the middle, and we can eliminate a whole bunch of the wire that's going on here that looks like trash, and a whole bunch of these connectors. Like on the first light, I ended up with just 2 Wago clamps. Might be able to get away with that otherwise, but I have another wire to mess with here, so maybe we'll have a couple extra, but we should be able to eliminate a lot that's going on here. And as you can see, the other one, it works a lot better, and that one was one that I haven't been able to get to come on, so for sure the ballast was bad in that. So by completely eliminating the ballast and going LED, I won't have that as a problem in the future. Alright, I think I just got to show the comparison difference here that's going on. And look how much brighter it is over on that wall with those 2 LEDs versus, you know, we got 2 fluorescents that don't even work on this side, a couple in the middle, but it's just so much brighter. I mean, you can even just tell how much brighter the hood of the car is compared to the side, and the side has more light on it than the hood does, so it's like, yeah, this is gonna be a really nice upgrade. So slightly better lighting than this with a few fluorescents that did work is what I've been dealing with, but man, this is such a difference. I don't even know how much the camera just adjusted, but it was like, holy cow, there's tons of light in here now. So this was a really good thing to change. I don't know why I've been dragging my feet on it. I mean, for something that costs less than 200 bucks, this was well worth it. So, yeah. Be a lot nicer working in here now.